Hi, everybody. My name is Emily Tan, and I'm the Business Operations Lead at Scoutible. So I joined Scoutible because I truly believe that everyone is scoutable. And I'm here to talk to you today about how we utilize an AI-backed video game to help companies build world-class teams. Now, I imagine that every one of you here has had an experience with someone who blew you away in an interview, but didn't live up to expectations on the job. Or maybe you've been in a situation in which you invested in an organization and realized after joining that they weren't the right fit for you. I certainly have had that experience multiple times. Well, we are not alone. And in fact, across the US, nearly 50% of new hires fail. And our CEO and founder, Angela Antony, spent 9 years at Harvard dissecting this problem of talent misallocation and how staggering it is that despite all the time and resources we put into finding those perfect hires, we're doing no better than flipping a coin. And it boils down to the fact that we're not leveraging the necessary data to really understand our people, the heart and soul of our organizations. We've hired the same way for decades based on bad data, from 6-second resume screens to easily gamed interviews. But there is hope. Research shows that 89% of turnover is actually due to soft skill mismatch, not hard skills or anything you can even see on a resume. So then the million-dollar question is, can soft skills be measured? And the answer is yes. And in fact, one measurement of soft skills, cognitive assessments, are the single most accurate predictor of job performance across the board. They're 2 times more predictive than interviews, 3 times more predictive than work experience, and 4 times more predictive than education level. But really, nobody is using them. And why is that? Well, to start, these assessments are long, grueling, expensive, and easy to cheat, just to name a few. But what if there was an assessment that could collect a continuous stream of data, had no human bias or self-reporting, and was such an amazing candidate experience that it actually attracted more top candidates simply by virtue of using the assessment? So we asked ourselves those same questions and realized that nothing on the market even came close. So we built it. Meet Scoutible. Over the course of a 20-minute video game, we uncover candidates' soft skills strengths and match them to jobs and teams on which they are virtually guaranteed not only to succeed, but to thrive. So here's a preview of what your candidates would see when they play the game. Oh, there's supposed to be sound here. Okay, well, as candidates interact in our immersive environment, we measure traits like creativity, perseverance, team player attitude, assertiveness, extroversion, and hundreds more. So how does our team of data scientists and game development experts partner with companies to better their hiring process? Well, first, a company will design their dream candidate with the help of their dedicated data scientist at Scoutible, weighting and prioritizing the traits they want in their next hire. And then the company's employees will play our game, and our data scientists will provide valuable insights into what makes that company's employees great, by uncovering the differences between their top-performing employees versus their average and low-performing ones. And oftentimes, these are things that can't even be seen, like mental processing speed or risk tolerance. And finally, we combine those 2 data sets to create our AI predictors, the living, breathing models used to screen and find the candidates who are most likely to be culturally fit top performers at that company. So a few key takeaways. There's no age or gaming bias as we calibrate to a player and candidate's dexterity to their phones. We're both EEOC and GDPR compliant, and we've been shown to increase diversity on teams by eliminating the unconscious biases in the hiring process. So now that I told you how Scoutible works, I'm sure you're wondering, does it work? So I wanted to walk you through a few real-world examples. With a tech company, we were able to reduce time spent screening resumes across the organization by 75% and by 87% for their executive team and lead recruiters. With a large global customer service organization, we predicted employees' 5-star customer ratings within 1% accuracy. That's 1/20th of a star. With a retail sales team, our 20-minute game was a better predictor of first-year sales than 3 months of paid employment. And across the board, we predicted KPIs up to 256% better than any other data. Now, we've recently been named one of Inc. magazine's most innovative startups of the year, and our CEO and founder was featured in Inc.'s Female Founders 100 list. And before we even existed, Mark Cuban partnered with our CEO and has been our lead investor since day one.